Welcome to Eastern Newsbeat, brought to you by Era TV. Today it's Bill Page and Tricia Zima, and we're in Caulfield. We're at 715 Glen Huntly Road, to be exact, at the 16th Street Actors Studio, and I'll be talking to Kim Courageous, who's associated with... You're the artistic director.
I am, Bill.
That's
I
right.
Absolutely am.
Of the 16th Street
Yes.
Actors Studio, and you're also associated with the Pegasus Foundation.
I am. I have the great privilege of being a director on the Pegasus Foundation.
What's the 16th Street Actors Studio? What does 16th Street mean?
About 6 years ago, I had this deep desire, I think I'd had it for many, many years, to create a place where actors, regardless at what point of their creative development that they were at, that they had a place that they could come to really develop craft, because it is a craft and I think it needs to be honoured as such. So I needed a name, and somebody who I was in association with, we met on 16th Street. And so when it came to naming a school, New York had meant a great deal to me, because when I graduated from drama school in London, I went to New York and studied with a woman called Uta Hagen, who in my day was the acting teacher at HB Studios. So it seemed there was a real connection between meeting this person on 16th Street and my kind of early days as a young actress. And I think the real kind of dedication that I've always found in the United States with regards to training.
And you're with the Pegasus Foundation, so what is that and where's the connection?
Okay. As I said, about 6 years ago we started this program, and I was really enamoured with the actors who were training on our first full-time program. They were working 3 full days a week, and then working in bars and restaurants and cleaning and nannying and doing a whole myriad of jobs that actors do to support themselves. I wanted to find a way to support actors so that they could focus more on their studies. So I had breakfast with Jane Turner of Kath and Kim fame, and we're both good Catholic girls. She went to Sacre-Cœur and I went to Loreto Convent. So we had a lot in common, because it was there was a kind of competitiveness between those two schools in sports back in the 70s. We were talking and there was a lot in common and we got on very well. And literally, I think within a week, she had written a cheque for a considerable amount of money that was split between 2 actors that supported them in their training at 16th Street. I spoke to some people, some friends of mine who are generous and philanthropic. We put together a fabulous cocktail party. Many people came, and on that night, Eloise Weislets, who is of the Pratt Foundation, she pledged an enormous amount of money to begin this Pegasus Foundation Fund. So this is the first scholarship that we're awarding, and it's named after my sister Linda Courageous, who passed away 2 years ago. And she was one of the most inspirational people I think I've ever met. A beautiful woman. She had a joie de vivre. She was very generous of spirit. She believed anything was possible. She never took no for an answer. She supported people. She just believed if you really backed yourself and backed those you loved, anything was possible.
So where did the name come from?
Pegasus obviously is one of the most well-known creatures in Greek mythology.
Yep.
Pegasus was a horse with wings.
Yes.
Who was a divine white stallion and was a friend of the muses. So there was something about that the idea that we can take flight, I think we need support to take flight, and I think with the right conditions coming together, actors are capable, all creative people are capable of a myriad of things, and I like the idea of being a friend to the muses. I like that. And
you mentioned just a second ago about a scholarship. We want to explore that.
Yep.
So what is the scholarship? Who started it? Just tell me all about it.
This first scholarship, we're going to have over a course of the next several years, several scholarships that we'll be awarding. This first one goes to an actor. We're also very aware of the connection between actors and acting teachers. And we've just recently, 16th Street has just recently brought out Larry Moss. And Larry Moss is somebody that's very well known to our acting community, but perhaps not to you and your audience. But Larry Moss is 72, 73 years of age. He's been working and teaching for the last 40 years. He coaches people like Leonardo DiCaprio, Hilary Swank, Helen Hunt.
Some names there.
Absolutely, but thousands of other actors as well, all over the world. And he's developed a relationship now with Australia. He genuinely loves coming to this country because of the talent that he has seen really just, I think there's an openness about Australian actors that he's really responded to.
We'll pull above our weight in the acting area, I would think.
We're doing very well.
On a world basis. We've got a lot of actors in the industry, a lot of Australian actors. They're overseas at Hollywood and different places and winning awards. And we've only got a population of 25 million. So really, I think we punch above our weight.
Yeah. No, I think that that's a very fair comment, and hopefully the more kind of things like obviously the Heath Ledger Scholarship, which is just wonderful, and the Pegasus Foundation Scholarship and other scholarships that exist in this country. But this is one for Victorian-based actors, for all actors in Victoria. Obviously, because I'm associated with 16th Street and Pegasus, I'm director on Pegasus. I want everybody to throw their hat in the ring. All actors based in this state of Victoria.
So anyone, anywhere
in Victoria,
absolutely, in the acting profession can apply.
Absolutely. So, and just going back to your question about this scholarship program, this first year will be for an actor. Next year we'll incorporate acting teachers in the acknowledgement that, you know, Larry Moss when he was here, and people like Ivana Chubbuck who we're bringing in January, and Elizabeth Kemp from the Actors Studio in New York, who are all associates of 16th Street, they acknowledge the extraordinary benefit to them of ongoing learning and how they keep evolving, that nothing ever stays static, it just keeps evolving. So acting teachers, and then our third lot of scholarships will be for writers, because I think unless it's on the page,
you've got nothing to talk about.
So we want to develop that as well.
So people who are watching this show, what do they have to do to apply? What sort of things do they have to put in their application, that sort of thing? If
you are an actor who has trained with experience, I would say get onto the Pegasus website or call 16th Street Actors Studio and go onto that website, which will direct you to Pegasus, but directly to the Pegasus website, and all the information is there.
Now, this is open to any actor in Victoria. Is there an age limit on this?
No, there isn't. Well, a minimum age of 18.
All right.
But not a maximum age.
All right.
And there's a reason for that.
So I could apply if I was an actor.
If you had the chops, Bill, I couldn't wait to see you on the floor. Absolutely.
Okay. I have acted in a couple of plays, so maybe I could apply.
All right. Well, let's just go back to the age thing.
Yep.
There's a reason for me. I think that we live in a society which is youth obsessed.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And I think there's something that we lose when we are obsessed with youth, and that is the great wisdom and experience that can only come with age. So for me, the contribution an actor makes, I think like a good wine, they get better with age. So I am and I'm also a woman of 57 years of age. My sister, who passed away 2 years ago, that I mentioned, she was 58 when she passed away, and she had a spirit of somebody just at the beginning of their journey. So I really want to encourage that. And I don't want actors to think that at a certain age, even if there's something culturally which we have to work against, which is the definition of who you are by your age, this scholarship absolutely, to me, completely debunks that.
Yeah.
I love age. It's based on merit. It's based on industry support. It's based on purpose, your purpose for studying, where you wish to study, why very specifically. So it is asking actors to have a great degree of self-awareness about where they're at this point of their creative development. So it's not just, oh, that sounds interesting, I'd like to study there. There's a real reason and a trajectory as to why this particular place or this particular teacher or studio is where they're going for. Yeah, so I'll be looking at all of that.
And the scholarship is $10,000, isn't it?
Up to $10,000.
Yeah. Now, Sigrid Thornton is one of the judges.
Yep.
And who are the other two?
Me.
Yep.
Sigrid Thornton, who needs no introduction.
That's right.
And Elkinos Silamidos, who is a faculty member of 16th Street, but I would say is one of the most interesting theatre directors working today, and also a prolific film director who makes films about social issues.
Okay, now that telephone number once again, just before we go.
03 95 33 0216.
Thank you very much for being interviewed today. We've got a lot of things coming up to do with this after the break.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Bill.